What's going on, everybody out there? We'll chill out here for just a little bit. Let a few people check in, and then we'll get rolling. Should be a fairly short one today. Post a couple links up here. Oh, no cancel. What I'm trying to do here? Pay attention to what I'm clicking on. Chris Cooper, what's happening? Reporting in from Bixby. What are you doing in Bixby? What's happening up there? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Alex? Board in a hotel. This needs to be good. All right, I'll do what I can for you, Chris. You know, I hate for you to be bored up there in a hotel. So, you know, there is cycling in Tulsa. I assume Bixby. Bixby is in up near the Tulsa area. So, just posted a link up for the Moonshine Madness Endurance Series. It's happening this weekend. So, working group ride. Excellent. Well, good deal, Chris. So, at least you're on the bike and had something happening. All right. Well, we'll give about, 30 more seconds or so and see if anybody else pops in, and we'll get rolling. Let's see. Ooh. I'm going to start with this a little bit. A little blueberry, good stuff. Alice Canada, you still in the Panhandle, dude? You've been up there like off and on for like the past month. Is that where you're still at, Alex? Sure, Alex will have time to type that up, but we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and get rolling. I think tonight will be fairly short. Don't have a whole lot of things going on to report. Alex says every week. Well, you know, get some good driving in for you, I guess, and head up the Panhandle. So, just going to do a quick little update on on my health and everything going on with me, and then we'll do an update on just some upcoming events. What's happening this weekend, and that's really it. Just kind of close with requesting some ideas for next Tuesday. So I should be free next Tuesday. I don't think I have anything upcoming, so I'm looking to be in the city to do a live update up there. So I don't really have a plan. So if anybody has any ideas or plans or wants to meet up, let's get a plan. So hopefully we can bring in some of our some things that are going on, maybe somebody that has an event or something coming up, and we'll try to get some people to interview and go from there. Hopefully we can do this in some brewery someplace where we can hang out and drink some cool beers. And but anyway, so start thinking about that. I'll start thinking about that. If you guys have any ideas for next Tuesday, let me know. Jeremy Black, what's happening? So yeah, we'll let Jeremy do for sure. Jeremy did a nice skip promo, which is not new trail, but it's fairly new. It's been here about a year now up in Midwest City. So he did a little promo. They've done some trail work out there over the weekend and week, and I think they finally got that place back rolling again, about 3 miles, and they're looking at more in the future. So just some place you need to go scratch an itch. It's a good little place to go do. So. All right, let's start with me. So as you guys know, I've been kind of up and down, and things have been kind of crazy for me. So 2 weeks ago, I injured my knee a little bit, and as of last Tuesday, I was preparing for the day right after the weekly Wizard update. I had to go back and have my follow-up appointment after my MRI. Rolled into the office, had my appointment, and it lasted like 10, 15 minutes max because it was pretty much straightforward. And within 20 minutes, they'd already scheduled me for surgery last Friday. So last Wednesday, I go in, and immediately it's a bunch of things. I've got an old injury. I've had an old scope on my right knee, and had some arthritis from that. That's pretty much inevitable at my age, and 15 to 20 probably 20 to 25 years after a surgery. And I had a partial ACL tear, but it turns out that's from 20 years ago, not from recently. So I've been, living just fine on a partial ACL tear. And the rest of it was I definitely had to have surgery, and the surgery was because I had a really severe, it's what's called the bucket handle tear of the inner medial meniscus. So pretty severe. And, obviously when I asked him if it was a meniscus repair, he said, no, not a meniscus repair. It's a meniscus removal. So the part that was torn so badly that it was unrepairable. It was just basically, you just had to remove it because it was so bad that it actually blocked my joint, my movement. I couldn't actually put weight on my knee, and I couldn't move my knee prior to the surgery because the cartilage had torn off, flipped over, and was actually in the joint, blocking all movement. So they had to go in and remove and clean that up. So I actually have movement. So see my pretty sweet little Band-Aids and my awesome sexy sock going here that they make me wear. I guess that's something to do with blood clots. I don't know. It's like basically white pantyhose. I don't know what the hell it's for, but they said to do it, so I'm following orders. But yeah, so I've got pretty good movement in my knee. I can actually, somewhat straighten it out. And, I got this fancy machine here that I'm fixing to spend another 2 hours on, 6 hours a day in that thing, just bending my knee. And we'll see. So feels good. Pain's slow. Mobility's not very good, but it's getting better. Started physical therapy yesterday, do physical therapy again tomorrow, and I go back again Friday. So stitches come out next Friday, probably. Very likely that I can start flat pedal light spinning by next Friday, maybe a little bit later than that. So I'll be back on the bike, just light, easy work, probably not being able to clip into pedals within the next week or two. And then just kind of work from there. A lot of that just depends on how fast this thing strengthens up and how the cartilage and all and the meniscus settles in here. And so anyway, so pretty much all good. Just going to go from there, and you guys will still see me. So in fact, this weekend, hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys out at Draper doing the Moonshine Madness Endurance Series. So yeah. Chris Cooper, do you schedule your surgeries around the Weekly Wizard update? Hey, you know what? I was really concerned about that whole deal that I actually had to cancel my earlier. 2 weeks ago I had to cancel one of these because I injured my knee literally like an hour before the update, and it was so bad like I barely could get inside. So I felt really bad. So I didn't cancel last week, even though I had an appointment the day before and the day after. I drove all the way home so I could get my camera gear so that I could do the update. And I drove in this morning from my parents' house because my parents have kind of been taking care of me since everybody's gone over the last couple of days. So I made it home, and yeah, we're all good. So, anyway, here I'm hanging out here, and I'm driving back to Oklahoma City tomorrow to do physical therapy. So, I didn't want you guys to miss out. So, I didn't want to leave, Chris, I knew I didn't want to leave you hanging in Bixby, in a hotel room with nothing to do. So, at least you can chat with me. So, Jeremy, you know what? I don't know what I'm bringing this weekend, but I'm going to be lamed up in a chair. So we'll have to bring all kinds of good stuff to drink for the race this weekend. Johnny Nicely, are you out there? You need to hook me up with some moonshine for the Moonshine Madness Endurance Series this weekend. That's what needs to happen. You need to come up with some sweet new flavor for us. Commitment, you know it, Chris Cooper. Alrighty, so let's. That's enough about me, you guys. We'll be talking about this for a while, but you guys will see me around, and I'll be getting back on the bike soon. So it's all part of the gig, and we'll be good to go soon. I've got a few dates, but the main one is I mentioned a minute ago, Moonshine Madness Endurance Series, the first race of the series this weekend, Saturday, June 23rd. I'm not sure the date of the time of registration, but sometime early to mid-afternoon. I'm guessing 3 or 4, maybe. I'm sure it's posted out there on the site, and I'm not switching back and forth between tabs to go look. But the race actually begins at 7 o'clock. That is p.m., 7 in the evening. It races for 4 hours, so 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 7 to, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11. So it goes 7 to 11, 4 hours. It's a 4-hour race. So the cool thing about this style of racing is that it starts at 7 o'clock, and you guys know right now in the summer with the sunlight, I mean, it's 8:41, and it's just now dusk, and I've still got some sunlight shining on the roof next door. So we've probably still got another 10, 15 minutes of sunlight. In a trail, it'll be a little bit hard to see. But anyway, regardless, that gives you at least a lap, maybe 2 laps on a short course to go have a couple of laps on the trail in the daylight to kind of get it dialed in. Lights come on, you finish your day in the lights. So pretty cool venue. Hot summer evenings. Sun goes down, it gets cool, so we can race in the summer and not die of heat stroke. It's a cool venue. It's going to be kind of a camping environment. A lot of people are going to camp. A lot of people are going to be having a good time. It's super fun style of racing, and there's going to be a lot of us out there. So I'll be out there, and I mean, obviously not racing, but I'll be hobbling around, drinking and sitting in my chair. So doing a little heckling, and it should be a good time. So. I've had a couple posts from some people in Tulsa, so I think we might even have some Tulsa crew coming down. So, I mean, spread the word, and get it all out there and get your crew to come on down. So it should be a good time. They are allowing camping in the Draper parking lot area. I don't exactly know what the plan is for camping specifically. Probably down in that lower parking lot would be my guess. So a lot of people are going to do their racing and then just stay there and camp and just make a night out of it. I mean, you're already out there until 11, so, why not have a good time and just enjoy it and hang out with everybody, and should be a good time. So it's going to be a pretty cool event, and I've already posted a link, so you can go out and register for just one race. There's registrations for each of the 3 individual races, and then there is the race for the registration for all 3. So you can register for all 3 if you're going to do the whole series, and you get a little bit of a discount. I think it's like, I don't know, it's like $20 discount if you do all 3. So, I recommend going out and doing it. It's super cool. Wish I was doing it, but them's the breaks, as they say. So another cool little event that I just saw pop up today. I mean, you know me. I mean, I'm a mountain biker, but I'm a cyclist at heart, so I don't really give a crap what it is. If you're riding bikes and it's a cool thing, then I like to talk about it. So our Stillwater crew popped up a little a bike packing page. So I don't exactly know the full details on that, but if you guys can't make this, or maybe you guys want to double up and try to do both or whatever, just tossing this out there. It looks like sometime Saturday, Stillwater crew's taking off, I would assume from district area, and they're riding out to Keith Spike Fort, and they're going to camp out. So I don't know the length of the ride or exactly particularly how long the ride's going to be, but they're going to do a little bit of a small bike packing trip out to Keith Spike Fort, and then they're going to chill out there and cook out, hang out, drink, and have a good time, and swim in the pool, and so it should be a good time. So, obviously I would love for you guys to come out and do the racing out do the endurance race. But if for whatever reason you can't make that and you're interested in a little bit of a small bike packing trip, then know that the Stillwater crew is planning that overnight trip. It's going to be kind of the same time. I'd originally thought that it would be, maybe they could double up. They could come out and do the endurance race and then do their ride after, but I don't think that's going to be possible the way it's laid out. I think it's kind of the same time. So, but anyway, a couple of options for this weekend that are totally cool and very local to OKC. And I mean, even for you guys in Tulsa, man, that's a quick jaunt. So if you guys are interested in some of that, come on down. I mean, I drive further than that to go ride, go do a 45-minute dirt crit. So you guys have 2 big events. You guys could come down and drive less than I normally do. So. And if there's anything else out there that you guys are aware of or things going on, there's a lot of T-shirt rides and things like that. You guys pop in and let me know, and I'll be sure to mention them. Also this weekend, I think we've got a few. Somebody checking in. Let's see. Oh, one of my kids has a low battery. We've still got Arkansas races going on. So, I mean, honestly, for me, this summer was going to be a big return to Arkansas and do the Arkansas Cross Country Series. I know a lot of our Oklahoma folks, especially some of our Tulsa crew, are still doing that. I think several of our Bike Lab crew are still going to try to go do that as well, too. But we kind of lost our impetus a little bit, when I got injured, and Des and I are, not planning on making some of these races. Hope to make some of the fall races later after our season is over in September, if we can squeeze it in between cross races. But obviously for me, I was wanting to go up there and defend my jersey that I won in Arkansas, but that's just not going to happen at this point. But still, we want to get up there and race. However, they are having a race this weekend as well too. So for whatever reason, if you guys are planning on going to Arkansas, they are having it's a pretty cool race. It's called Dog Days. We did it last year. It's in the Iron Mountain trail system, and I haven't looked at the trail map yet. Last year they did a really, really super cool trail. It was fast, flowy. I rode too low of a gear. I should have ridden a much, much taller gear. I was spun out most of the time, but, expecting it to be a harder course like it was for the marathon. But they didn't do a lot of the hard stuff in the marathon. They did just some of the easy stuff over on that backside. So anyway, super cool trail. So if you guys are planning on going there, good luck up there and kill it, and let us know. Again, let us know how everybody does and where everybody races. So I want to be able to talk about all that stuff as we go. So I think Free Will just finished up. So, I mean, I obviously couldn't do anything last week. So in between surgeries and doctor's appointments, basically I just sat around on my ass and played on Facebook. So I kind of scoped out all the Facebook pictures, and man, there was tons of pictures coming out of Free Will. So it looks like you guys had a heck of a time riding across the state, and super bummed I couldn't do it this year. I mean, went through Elk City, which is right out here by me, and went through Weatherford, and heck, Weatherford's my hometown. I grew up in Weatherford, and so super bummed I missed all that. But, again, just kind of par for the course. Things happen, and just got to kind of roll with it. So, John Shears, what's happening? Good to see you. Kevin Wagner, you guys just checked in. Glad you guys checked in. Good to see you. So anyway, so Free Will, awesome. So, look for, you guys look forward to that next year. And, I'm hoping that there are some other options for some rides across the state of Oklahoma next year as well too. And I'll talk more about that later. It's just a little personal thing that I'm looking at doing. So we'll see about that as we lead into next summer, and maybe even as the season winds down and have some free time. And I don't know, as we approach winter, maybe. So. Let's see. Looks like July 13 and 14, we have a couple of events. So July 13th is another Arkansas race. So that is going to be Fat Tire Festival. I've had a couple of good conversations with some of the folks at Fat Tire, and as many of you know, especially those of you within our team, we've kind of had a bittersweet relationship with that race. We've taken our team up there, and I mean a ton of people from our team up there, and basically invested an entire weekend of racing, 3 events, 2 overnights. I mean, a pretty big expense, both money, time, and effort, in pretty hot conditions. And to do the Omnium up there, and they've really had some issues with the awards and the results and things like that of the Omnium. I think as a team, we've made most of our team Omnium results correct. I mean, we weren't awarded on site, but we knew who was supposed to have won top hats, and we awarded those. We just purchased them ourselves and took care of that, just because it should have been done. I've had some good conversations with a couple of people on Fat Tire, and they've assured me that they're going to do some changing with some of the way that the rules are going to be going for the Omnium this year. I've not looked at those rules yet. However, they assure me that they are going to take a bigger control of that, and they're going to make sure that that's done correctly. So, Chris Brosh is one of those guys with Fat Tire over there. He does a lot of our races here in Oklahoma as well as racing over there, and he assured me that he personally was going to take a bigger part in that. And so I want to give him a thumbs up and just say, that's cool, because that's one of the issues and one of the reasons why you're probably not going to see a lot of us there. I still had intended on attending because, again, I wanted to do the cross country race, but obviously bum knee, that's not going to happen this year. So, but anyway, so Fat Tire, July 14th coming up. Some of you are still going to go. I know we usually have a fairly big Tulsa contingent that goes up there. So hopefully you guys will still go up there and represent Oklahoma. And still hopefully maybe some of our Oklahoma, our OKC folks will go. But anyway, so, there is that. Same weekend, July 14th. So we've, they've finally been, doing a little publicizing on this. So you've been seeing a lot of Norman Conquest rides. So, don't forget about these T-shirt rides. I think a lot of us kind of get out of that, and especially those who've been in it for a long time, and we do a lot of serious racing, we kind of forget about some of these T-shirt rides that are so cool and so fun. I look forward to getting back into some of these. And honestly, if I am back and able to ride within a month, I'm hoping that I might actually be able to do one of these smaller rides and possibly even do the Norman Conquest. So I haven't done it in a while, but I have some really good memories of it, especially going out and doing some rides with, doing some group rides with friends. And it's more about just riding with groups and people and keeping people together and pushing some of the some newer riders more than it is about yourself. And so anyway, so July 14th, Norman Conquest. They've got 10, 22, 46, and 64 mile distances. So they've got kids stuff, 10-mile kid stuff, 10-mile T-shirts. There's a whole bunch of different 10-mile things. And they've got 10, 24, or 10, 22, 46, 64. So, man, it's a little bit of distance for everybody. It's great. It's a great event. So, go out and get you some. So, XC Nationals. So that's coming up, and that follows up the week. That's the July 13th, 14th weekend of Fat Tire. And then that whole following week and a half, I guess, is West Virginia. And so, again, that was a big race for Des and I. We are not going this year, just, again, because of my situation. We still got a pretty solid crew of Bike Lab folks going up. And I think because of all the stuff that we hyped up last year, we may have several others that are going up. I don't exactly know who all is going. So, as you guys decide that you're going to nationals at West Virginia, cross-country nationals, let me know, because I want to talk about you individually and kind of hype that up a little bit. But I know the Cordises are going. We're going to send Kai back out after a pretty successful year and see where he stacks up now when he really knows, what the real deal is. We went in kind of green last year because many of us had never really been to many national events and had some successes. And I look forward to seeing what Kai can do up there. So, and several of you other guys, I'm hoping we have some others that go as well too. So, anyway, let us know who all goes. I want to talk that up. So, Alex Canada says Tour de Wichitas. Yes, Tour de Wichitas is this weekend. That's right. I saw a post on that. I don't know the course for that, but just look up Tour de Wichitas. That is this weekend. It is in the Wichita Mountains. Again, I don't exactly know the course routing for that, so I'm kind of green on that. Maybe Alex will pop up in here and tell me. It is Saturday, like most of the T-shirt rides. So, if you're, maybe you want to double up, hey, come get you some Tour of the Wichita Saturday, because it's going to start early in the morning like they all do. You'll be done by early afternoon. Get you some lunch, chill, get your gear packed up. Come do one of the other events that we talked about. Come hang out with us at Moonshine Madness. So, Chris Cooper said John Denton signed up. Yeah, John. Yeah, the Dentons and the Cordises for sure are going to West Virginia, because I know they're rooming together since Des and I backed out. So they're all going to stay together. So hopefully, so we know we've got at least a little bit of a bike lab crew going. So hopefully we can pull some other Oklahomans into getting down there. I'd love to see more Oklahomans from other teams head down there and go see what they can do at a national level. I think it would surprise you at how well how our Oklahoma riders could do. So, all right, Alex, yeah, find that link and link me up if you can, buddy, for Tour of the Wichitas. So I think Tour of the Wichitas is something that I was one of those that the same people had been doing it for years and years and years. And honestly, they weren't even cyclists, and they just been doing it honestly to make money. And then they just kind of dumped it. And, but then they wouldn't turn over, then, I don't know, just a whole big mess. And we had a really solid crew of folks from Lawton and get together, and they just revitalized that thing, and they jumped on board and last year and just made it happen on the fly with just only a few months to really prepare for it, to keep this thing rolling. And now, last year and of course this year, they're still under the same management. I don't know who all is in charge. I think it's a board of several people, which is good. And they're all cyclists, and they all care, and they're all part of the Lawton Medicine Park and that whole Jackson County community. And so super cool that they kept that going. They revitalized that, and so come out and enjoy a great little ride and awesome course. So. Oh, Kevin Widener's that. So Kevin, hit me up and tell me what's going on with you. You probably got hurt climbing mountains or something, knowing you. I saw some of your climbing videos. Those are pretty wild, brother. So, it's Tuesday, and I don't know the time frame, but I'll say hey to the Cordises. So they're probably en route. Maybe they're there. I don't know. Or they're probably en route today. So thumbs up to all my good buds, the Cordises. So they're en route to Crested Butte. They had a whole bunch of Colorado plans, but the wildfires just totally changed all that. So now they're ended up, and they're just going to go to Crested Butte and ride bikes. So, sounds pretty cool to me. So thumbs up to you guys, and hope to see what all you're doing over the next couple of days as I'm sitting on the couch. Let's see. All right, so I don't have a lot of stuff. So if you guys want to pop in and ask me questions, or have anything that you want me to talk about, just do so. I do want to just say one last thing as we're kind of closing, and man, that's good stuff. Blueberry vodka, tasty. I'm free next Tuesday. We have got to do an off-site Weekly Wizard update like we did in the Twisted Spikes. So I'm going to start doing some research. I'd love to do some interviews with any of you guys or anybody that you think that we need to talk to. Maybe more than one person. We need to meet in a brewery or someplace so we can have some cold beers and some fun. And so I'm up for ideas for next Tuesday. So you guys start thinking about it, hitting me up. If you guys have any go-to place that you go to, you think would work good for this. Really, all I really need kind of a space to get out of the way. So even if we're in a brewery, I know I've looked at a couple of places, but everything's pretty packed and pretty loud. So I almost need some place that has like a back room or some place that's out of the way that we can go to kind of get away from everybody a little bit. So you guys know some of the breweries in Oklahoma City a little bit better than me, but hit me up and let me know, and I'm going to try to make it happen. So I carry my laptop and my speaker and my video camera with me as I travel this week, and so we'll do that. So all right, well, I guess that's all. I'm going to cut it short. Man, we're going to be at 30 minutes, so that's pretty awesome. I hope to see you guys. Kind of miss my cycling friends and my cycling community. It's been a crazy couple weeks for me. Been trying to stay in contact this way, but man, I haven't hardly seen anybody. Des will be back from Peru this weekend. and I'll be in Oklahoma City this weekend, so I may actually be out at the Dirt Crit to hang out with you guys Thursday, weather permitting, just to hang out and drink some beers. And I will definitely be out at Draper for the Moonshine Madness Endurance Series this weekend. So, all right, thumbs up, and miss you guys, and see you soon.